Good morning. In last lecture, we have discussed about the angular momentum. Now, we will express the relation between the angular momentum, moment of inertia, and angular velocity. Or we can derive an expression for angular momentum of rigid rotating body. Angular momentum is nothing but the moment of linear momentum, that is L bar is equal to R bar cross P bar, or in magnitude we can write L is equal to R into P, where R is perpendicular distance of the particle from the axis of rotation and P is linear momentum. This R is also called as moment R, and therefore L is equal to RP, that is moment of linear momentum. So we have to derive an expression for angular momentum of rotating body. For this we consider a rigid rotating body. This rigid body is rotating about an axis passing through center, or about an axis passing through the point O and perpendicular to the plane with constant angular velocity omega. Means angular velocity of rotating body is constant, that is omega. Now suppose this rigid body consists of n numbers of particles having masses m1, m2, m3 up to dash mn, and these all particles are situated at distances r1, r2, r3 up to dash rn respectively from the axis of rotation. As the rigid body rotates, then every particle perform circular motion with different linear velocities, but the angular velocity of each particle is constant. So let v1, v2, v3, v4 dash up to vn be the linear velocities of n particles, and we have the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity, that is v is equal to r into omega. Now, as the particle performs circular motion with different linear velocities, it means that the linear momentum of particle is different, and therefore we first derive the linear momentum of different particle and then angular momentum. So linear momentum P1 of first particle is P1 is equal to m1 v1, but v1 is equal to r1 omega. It means that m1 r1 omega, as omega is constant, and therefore angular momentum of first particle is L1 is equal to R1 P1. This can be written as R1 into M1 R1 omega. It means that this L1 is equal to M1 R1 square omega. This is angular momentum of first particle. For second particle, L2 is equal to, instead of M1 we write M2 R2 square omega. Similarly, for n particle, Ln is equal to Mn Rn square omega. These are the angular momentum of n particles. We have to derive here the angular momentum of rotating body, means complete body, and this body is made up of n particles. Therefore, the total angular momentum of rigid body or rotating body is the sum of angular momentum of n particles, and therefore total angular momentum L is equal to L1 plus L2 plus dash up to Ln. This can be written as L is equal to m1 r1 square omega plus m2 r2 square omega plus dash plus mn rn square omega, and therefore this L is equal to m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus dash plus mn rn square, and omega taking common out. This can be written as summation of I is equal to 1 to n mi ri square into omega, but this bracket term, that is summation of I is equal to 1 to n mi ri square is equal to moment of inertia. Therefore L is equal to I into omega. This is an required expression for angular momentum. Now we see the relation between kinetic energy of rotating body and angular momentum of rotating body. So kinetic energy is equal to half I omega and L is equal to I omega. Therefore E by L is equal to half I omega square upon I omega, that is half I omega square upon I omega. It becomes half omega. Therefore L is equal to twice E upon omega, or L is equal to E is equal to half omega upon L. E is equal to half L omega. This is relation between kinetic energy and angular momentum of rotating body. Now we see the conservation of angular momentum or the principle of conservation of angular momentum. So principle of conservation of angular momentum states that if there is a rotating body, then it possesses the angular momentum. Now if the external torque tau acting on the rotating body is 0, means if there is no external torque acting on the rotating body, then its total angular momentum is constant or conserved. See this principle: if no external torque acting on a rotating body, then total angular momentum of body is conserved or constant. That is, if tau is equal to 0, then L equal to constant. This is the principle of conservation of angular momentum. Now this can be proved. We have the relation between linear momentum and angular momentum. So using L bar is equal to R bar cross P bar. Now differentiate on both sides with respect to time. So dl bar upon dt is equal to d by dt of r bar cross p bar. This can be written as dl bar upon dt, then r bar cross bar. Here this dp bar by dt is equal to force, that is according to the Newton's law of motion. The rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the impressed force, and therefore dp bar by dt is equal to f bar. dr bar by dt is equal to velocity, and p bar is equal to mv bar. So put all these values here, and therefore dl bar by dt is equal to r bar cross p bar plus v bar cross mv bar. Now using r bar cross p bar is equal to tau bar and v bar cross v bar equal to 0. Therefore this can be written as dl bar by dt is equal to tau bar plus m is a scalar quantity and taken out v bar cross v bar. Therefore dl bar by dt is equal to tau bar plus 0. Therefore dl bar by dt is equal to tau bar. This is expression for torque in terms of angular momentum. Now according to the statement, if no external torque acting on the rotating body, then angular momentum acting on the body is 0. Means if tau bar is equal to 0, it means that dl bar by dt is equal to 0, and integrating, after integration we get L bar is equal to constant, because derivative of dl bar by dt is equal to 0. It means that L bar is constant because the derivative of constant is 0. If the derivative of constant is 0, it means that this L bar is constant. This is nothing but the conservation of linear angular momentum. Now we can see some examples of conservation of angular momentum. First, ballet dancers. Second, diving in a swimming pool. स्विमिंग पूल, जे स्विमिंग पूल मध्ये असे पोहतात, डायव्हिंग हात मागे पुढे करतात, पाय आपटतात. ॲक्रोबॅट इन सर्कस, सर्कस मध्ये ॲक्रोबॅट असतात बॅलन्सिंग करायसाठी. आईस स्केटिंग, ते थंड हवेच्या ठिकाणी वगैरे आईस वगैरे असते तिथे स्केटिंग करणारे असतात, तर ते आईस स्केटिंग. हे सगळं कॉन्झर्वेशन ऑफ अँग्युलर मोमेंटमचे एक्झाम्पल्स आहेत. Now, as L bar is equal to constant or L is equal to constant, it means that I omega is equal to constant. It means that I1 omega 1 is equal to I2 omega 2. It means that I1 upon I2 is equal to omega 2 upon omega 1. If I1 is greater than I2, then omega 2 is greater than omega 2. And vice versa. This is nothing but the principle of conservation of angular momentum. Now we see rolling motion. Rolling motion is the combination of two types of motion, that is a translational motion and rotational motion. For example, जसा हा खडू आहे, ह्या खडूला समजा मी इथून जर असं सोडलं, असा समजा इथून ह्या खडूला असं सोडलं, तर हा फक्त ट्रान्सलेट होत आहे, म्हणजे एकच मोशन परफॉर्म करतो, म्हणजे हा ट्रान्सलेशनल मोशन आहे. दुसरी गोष्ट, समजा ह्या खडूला मी इथल्या इथं जर असं फिरवत आहे, म्हणजे गोल गोल फिरत आहे पण तो पुढे जात नाहीये, तो रोटेशनल मोशन. हा झाला रोटेशनल मोशन, म्हणजे तिथल्या तिथे जर खडूला फिरवत आहे तर हा झाला रोटेशनल मोशन. याला इथून जर असं आणत आहे तर हा झाला ट्रान्सलेशनल मोशन. पण समजा ह्या खडूला मी इथून जर असं सोडलं, हा बघा, हा रोटेट पण होत आहे, म्हणजे स्वतःभोवती फिरत आहे, रोटेशनल मोशन परफॉर्म करते, आणि खाली येत आहे म्हणजे ट्रान्सलेशनल मोशन परफॉर्म करते. and this is nothing but rolling motion. So rolling motion is the combination of two types of motion, that is translational motion and rotational motion. For rolling motion or rolling body, the kinetic energy of rolling body is the sum of kinetic energy due to translational motion and kinetic energy due to rotational motion. So let m be the mass of the body, v be the linear velocity, I be the moment of inertia, omega b be the angular velocity of rotating body. Therefore, kinetic energy of rolling body is equal to kinetic energy due to translational plus kinetic energy due to rotational. Now kinetic energy of rolling is equal to, what is kinetic energy of translational body? Half mv square. Kinetic energy of rotating body half I omega square. Let k be the radius of gyration. Then I can be written as mk square. Omega can be written as v upon r. And after putting these values, k in rolling is equal to half mv square plus half mk square into v square upon r square. Now taking half mv square common, then we can write 1 plus k square upon r square, and this is the formula for kinetic energy of rolling body or kinetic energy of rolling motion. This is required expression. Using this expression, we have to derive an expression for linear acceleration and speed of a body performing rolling motion on inclined plane. So we consider a inclined plane on the horizontal surface. Suppose this is horizontal surface and this plane is inclined on this horizontal surface. This is perpendicular height h. The theta is angle of inclination, means this surface is inclined. Suppose this is horizontal surface and the plane is inclined, and if any body, suppose this body of mass m, release from this top point, then it reach to the bottom. Then what will be the linear speed and linear acceleration of this body reaching to the bottom? So suppose this body covers a distance s up to the bottom. This s, this height is h, and theta is angle of inclination. So consider rigid body rolling down on an inclined plane. As the object start, then its initial velocity u is 0. Means at that point u, this is initial velocity is 0, and at this point v is a maximum velocity. So we have to determine the maximum velocity. When this body initially at highest point or topmost point at rest, then it possesses potential energy, that is mgh. And when this body released from this point and reach to the top bottom, then it possesses the kinetic energy. Means at the bottom initially potential energy is 0 here because height is 0, and here its kinetic energy is 0 because it is at rest. So at highest point it possesses potential energy, and at bottom it possesses kinetic energy. Therefore, or it means that when body released from top to bottom, then its total potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Therefore, we can write total potential energy or total kinetic energy is equal to potential energy. So, total kinetic energy of rolling body is half mv square in bracket 1 plus k square upon r square, and potential energy is mgh. Now, from figure, sin theta is equal to h upon s. Therefore, h is equal to s into sin theta, where s is distance. This can be written as half mv square in bracket 1 plus k square upon r square is equal to mg into s sin theta. Now, this mn get cancelled, and therefore v square can be written as g s sin theta about twice this twice gs sin theta upon 1 plus k square upon r square, and therefore this v can be written as under root 2gs sin theta upon 1 plus k square upon r square. This is expression for linear speed of the body at the bottom, and then we have to determine the linear acceleration of body at bottom. This sin theta is equal to h upon s is this, or instead of this s sin theta we can write only h. Therefore, this can be written as twice gh upon 1 plus k square upon r square also, or here we can write under root 2gh upon in bracket 1 plus k square upon r square. Instead of s sin theta we can write h. Now, we have to determine the acceleration of the body at bottom. So, using third kinematical equation, that is using v square is equal to u square plus twice as, where a is linear acceleration, s is the distance traveled by the body from top to bottom, v is the final velocity of the body at bottom, u is initial velocity, but initial velocity u is 0, and therefore this can be written as v square means twice g s sin theta upon 1 plus k square upon r square is equal to 0 plus twice as. Now, these two get cancelled, s get cancelled, and therefore a is equal to g sin theta upon 1 plus k square upon r square. This is required formula for acceleration, linear acceleration of a rotating body on inclined plane without slipping. And in this way, our first chapter, that is rotational dynamics, has completed today.